On your marks, get set, bake.
I love that. Really like.
That is delicious.
Bakers, your time is up.
I always have to give it a little moment to breathe. Make sure it let us go. What's good, people? Welcome back to the tent. It's Krème Patisserie. It's a Great British Bake Off podcast hosted by me. Then there's Tay Rose over 13 and Heard the Internet's Nick Jew.
What up? What up? What up?
The fact I got that off as good as I did let you know I've missed doing it. Normally I stumble first one back after a minute, but I was ready for it, y'all. And I was looking at another screen. That was off the top of the dome. I didn't have to read the notes. But sure, we're going to talk about the Great American Baking Show, big game special, celebrity special. It was fine. It's a fun watch. I'm not going to do you wrong, but really we're going to talk about Dame Prue, and you know what it is. But I guess I should talk a little bit about the big game show. This is the first episode I've watched without Zach.
Oh, right. Yes. Your introduction to Andrew Rannells.
Yeah. And I know him from various, I know from Girls, I think is what I know him from the most. And that's been a minute since I watched
Wow.
Girls, so.
Oh, wow.
And I realized he's, Broadway star and all this, and so forth and so on. So it's all to the good. But yeah, I'm like, I know him as old girl's. Was that her boyfriend in college? But then he came out. How did that go on Girls?
Okay.
I
think that was the case. I mean, I know him, star of Broadway, is originated. I think Elder Price, one of those in Book of Mormon, like that's how I know him. Yeah. But also, stage and screen, funny guy.
This was not the episode for him. felt like he didn't get a chance to cook at all.
I thought he was funny because the whole time he was just like, I don't know nothing about sports,
and I'm gonna keep this shit.
And I'm gonna just try to get y'all to come to my world.
Yeah, it's actually pretty. I am drinking, Nick Jew, for the first time ever, or the first time to my recollection. It's a cup of Earl Grey decaffeinated. Yes. So I know technically it's Lady Grey.
Well, that's what I wonder, because some of it is just called Earl Grey decaffeinated, but some of it does say Lady Grey on the bag. So I'm about to ask the Google machine, what's the difference?
Well, this here is Bigelow, and it is definitely and distinctly different than straight up Lipton. I can tell you that. It definitely I'm like, oh, okay, that's different. So respect due to the various grades of the game.
Oh, they are different.
Okay, what's the lady doing?
Lady Grey is more citrus forward. And I think it's a proprietary,
blend.
Yeah, what they call it, twinings.
Yeah.
That's their thing.
Are they? One of these tea companies is no good. Not no good, but they have a real history. And is it Twinings or is it one of these other ones?
I don't know.
All of them got some histories back that go back to the East India Company and, of course, enslaved Africans. So it's bad news all around, y'all.
So Lady Grey has lemon and orange peel and less bergamot.
The bergamot is what is is present in Mr. Earl here. And I'm like, okay, I see you. So there you go, y'all. Because Nick love her some Earl Grey.
And do.
I have not ever drank it before. So here we are. I should be drinking it because that was my man Jean-Luc Picard's beverage of choice.
How do you find it?
This was at the grocery store.
No, I mean, do you like it?
Oh, no. Literally, that was my first taste of it. I'm like, okay, that bergamot is there. It don't taste like Lipton, which means it does have its own distinct profile. So far, so good.
And not for nothing, it tastes really good with like cream or milk in it because it does lean more like coffee-ish.
I'm not the dude who puts milk in my. Nessa takes her milk with her tea with milk, but I don't. But who knows?
Yeah.
I will attempt anything once. I was eating chicken nuggets with caviar last year when Rihanna did it.
Crème fraiche. Yeah.
The crème fraiche, totally unnecessary. I need you to know that part. If you were like, I got the caviar and I got the nuggets, you're good. Crème fraiche brings nothing to the table. It's there because it softens up the hit that will be caviar.
Yeah.
Caviar's kind of fishy, y'all.
Yeah.
Kind of should be. Also, if you just need, look, Costco got caviar. Whole Foods got caviar. You can get yourself some caviar and some nuggets for not too bad a price.
There's a couple of places here that do girl dinner, and I went to the spot that does the chicken nugget Caesar salad platter, and they offer the caviar, but it was like an extra $60 or something. So I was like, let me go to McDonald's and this Mom's Organic and see if I can wrestle up some.
Hold on, I'm about to go just to get a peek at Whole Foods cavi prices. Let's just take a look, y'all, because they have a selection. Also, don't bother with blinis; they're just silver dollar pancakes. I'm telling you right now, these are the things I'm trying to put you on. So don't.
I also saw people eating caviar with like Lay's and creme fraiche. Now that
I'm telling you right now, it's again,
you don't need the creme fraiche.
The creme fraiche is just all it is it's a higher fatter sour cream basically.
I've had creme fraiche, but I'm imagining that what it's supposed to do, for me at least, would add a little like not wetness, but something smooth to the texture situation.
So you can get on some caviar from anywhere from 50. So you know what I'm saying, on up to $189. What's coming in this $189? Let me just take a look at this.
$189.
Yeah. Let's see. This comes with. Oh, okay. It's a tasting menu, so it's several tins of caviar of different ilks.
Oh,
so that's why they have golden. They have I don't know how to pronounce that word. BAERRI, and they have another fish. So you got some caviar options with that one. So, and I'm gonna be so real with you. It is SNAP and EBT eligible. So
word,
do that. Ain't nothing wrong with a treat. So be real with yourself and take care of yourselves. I did not enjoy it's far too bitter a sound. It was a fine little opening, but it was fine. Everything about this episode to me was fine. Mm-hmm. And that's bothersome to me because we came off such a really good season of Bake Off. To basically, because this is essentially what leads us into what will eventually be our full season of the Great American Baking Show, to come into it with this little bit of light contestants.
Yeah.
This is what essentially will be for us Dame Prue's last episode.
Yes.
Which is sad. And like I said, I love Casey. Casey had a couple of jokes on here we'll talk about.
I enjoyed the episode overall. I thought it was a good time. I do. I'm not a super fan of these celebrity formats anyway. But there was some nice eye candy. I had a good time.
I'm trying to point which one of these men would do it for you. Which one of these men was doing it for you?
The two Black men.
For real.
Von Miller.
Von Miller is who I was like, yeah, I can see that.
And Antonio Gates, is that his name?
Antonio Gates? Well, I don't think that's like somebody else, but yeah, Antonio Gates, good call.
My age, Black wife, good looking dude.
Fair. There you go, people. So we'll get to it here shortly. But you know what we got to do first? We got to do our little news segment. That news segment is called Bakers Make the World Go Round. It got a little video we play for it. And then we're going to talk Dame Prue and Nigella Lawson. All these things have to be discussed.
Yes.
So let's go.
Bakers make the world go round.
It's not that I knew it, but I knew it. I was like, this feel like Dame Prue's last go round this past season. It just had a feel to it. And so after your Christmas and New Year's episodes aired, and she finally was like, all right, y'all, game. I was like, yeah, that felt right. That felt about time.
Well, and she also, like, the beginning of this last season of Great British, she was sick. Like, she didn't have no voice. I'm sure she's just like, I'm tired. I'm gonna retire and be with my husband that I stole from that lady.
And if you know, you know. If you don't, well, go read up on it. But of course, I'm not gonna just, be lamenting her. Let's get some words from the lady herself. She wrote up a little something for the Times, and Prue Leith, the reason I left the Bake Off, or the reason I left Bake Off, after the best holiday of my life, I had a revelation. The star writes in The Spectator. Prue Leith is on the byline because she wrote this herself.
I know that's right.
I love that. I've been dithering for years about when to stop judging the Great British Bake Off. When I joined 9 years ago, I thought since I was in my mid-70s, then I'd be lucky to manage 2 years. At that age, my mother was deaf as a post and away with the fairies. Deaf as a post and away with the fairies.
My God.
Believing her son was her father and that her cat was the one she'd had 40 years before.
Oh, wow.
Damn. But my marbles stayed more or less in place, and there seemed to be no good reason to give up a job I loved. Finally, though, the desire to work less and play more got to me. Bake Off and its offshoots, the Great American Baking Show, such as the Great American Baking Show, and even the Christmas specials are all filmed in the summer, which has meant I could never have a summer holiday. So I finally jumped. What triggered my decision was that I just had the best holiday in my long life. In Madagascar, on the tiny tropical island of Nosy Comba, Nosy-Komba, with a flat blue sea with nothing on it. No jet skis, no music, no bars, just a lone canoe, a single fisherman with a hand line or hoisting a sail to drift slowly along. But that's it in the Southern Hemisphere. And while it's great for escaping the English winter, I suddenly realized that if I don't give up Bake Off, I'll never again have a holiday in the south of France, in Italy, in Spain, or even Cornwall or Scotland. Nigella Lawson is to replace me. Perfect. She's a great baker and knows her onions, cookies, crumbles, and croissants. She's also really nice, mighty glam, and seriously bright, sexy, and sassy. I'm just glad she wasn't in the running 9 years ago. Of course, I don't know what I will be missing. The dithering was because there cannot be a better job in the world. Being paid to eat cake and do it for a company that is entirely honorable and pays a decent whack takes some beating, and it's hardly taxing. I never had to learn lines, rehearse, or go to meetings. Paul Hollywood and I just walked on, ate cake, and said what we thought, and walked off. And while the bakers baked, I had time to write books, cookbooks, novels, and memoirs. Best of all, it has been a joy to work with in such company. I find it irritating when business insists their staff are all just one happy family, but that tent does seem to create an atmosphere of enjoyment, friendship, and mutual support. I'll not forget the summer we spent in the middle of nowhere during COVID lockdown, 100 or so people incarcerated in a country house hotel. It sounded like a recipe for disaster, but ended up being like a Butland. These are definitely some British references, y'all. A Butland holiday camp. We played rounders, had pizza nights. Paul brought his pizza oven and cooked for everyone. Sunbathed, wallowed in a giant paddling pool, and danced on the terrace outside the bar. I've made truly great friends. I'll miss Paul teasing. He jokes about my extreme old age, pretending to help me into a chair, bending over to bellow in my supposedly deaf ear. Come on, dearie. Upsy days. It's time for your tea. Alison Hammond in the flesh is exactly the same as Alison on screen. Unstoppable, loving, hilarious. I'll miss her giant hugs and screaming laughter. And Noel Fielding is something of a hero for me. Funny, multi-talented, slightly crazy. I was forever checking his hands. He's a painter and he doesn't remember that fingers covered in paint or ink are not a good look on a cake show. And yes, I'll miss the degree of attention bestowed by Bake Off. I'm such an egoist. I love it when people ask me for a selfie. It has been wonderful being treated like a VIP, being asked to open school kitchens and fairs, to be Chancellor of Queen Margaret University at Edinburgh, to be invited to HMS Queen Mary as a speaker, and to go to dinners and first nights. I'm writing this in the car, driven by my husband John, on the way to the Lord Provost's Burn Night supper in Edinburgh, where I will bang on about my connections with Scotland, and John will give the address to the haggis. What fun. But in the end, I persuaded myself that at 86 it was time I jumped before I was pushed. All my conversations over the past 2 years with the bosses of Love Productions, which made the program, they've always insisted I was doing a great job and could stay as long as I like. And I know I'd enjoy it if I stayed, but I do want to reorganize my life a bit. Ideally, I like to work in the winter and play in the summer. I'd like to stick with Prue Leith's Cost World Kitchen for ITV, and I'd love to keep working for Channel 4 if they can just leave my summers alone. That is that. I read you the whole thing. I'm still going to give you the link just in case you want to read over it and, not hear me stumbling, bumbling, all over it. That did my heart well. I had not read that. I had pulled that article when I first saw it and just tucked it. I was like, when we do this, we're going to read this article. Oh.
Yeah, it's like I can see, too, it's like not just the show. It's the holiday stuff. It's the American stuff. It's the, whatever. And I'm sure like they probably could have come to some sort of arrangement, but who would want to be the sub host and only part-time? You know what I mean? So I respect the decision. Like, let me jump before somebody push me.
That's a dope bar.
Yeah.
So I love that for her. I'm happy for her. And like I said, she's still a busy lady, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And so if ever this life lets me bump into Dame Prue, yes, indeed, I will be requesting a selfie.
Definitely.
And we'll certainly, dip my head to her, shake her hand. I don't know what we got to do when we meet people like that. She's a dame.
Right.
So,
like, do I bow? What is customary?
Dudes don't curtsy, but maybe I would just like whatever. We doing it now because I'm doing it. But as you heard her say, her replacement is one Nigella Lawson. Now, people know Nigella maybe from Food Network, but Nigella Lawson was before anything else a writer and a pretty good one at that. And I dig that she became a big deal in food. In the pre-Guy Fieri's everything and all Iron Chef all the time Food Network, Nigella has some dope shows on Food Network, and I love me some Nigella Lawson, y'all.
Do you know that woman is 60?
66.
In her 60s?
She's so fine, y'all.
She look good as hell. Because at first I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about this age gap thing because Paul gets a little intense or whatever. I'm like, I don't know how I feel with this younger woman. I'm like, how old is Nigella Lawson? I said, damn.
I'm gonna just put this is the picture they have on the article we're about to do about Nigella. I'm just gonna share that with you guys right now. Come on, bro. We actually talked about it on Skim because I was like, it's gonna be a hot second before I can jump on a bake off on a KP to do this. So I gotta talk about it. So we talked about it, and I was showing box pictures of her, and he's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I'm right." I'm telling you, bro, that woman in her 60s.
Yeah, she looks good. I mean, and like there are more recent photos of her, but she looked good as hell. She hasn't like aged poorly whatsoever.
No. That's a woman who don't hate.
Mm-hmm.
So I love it. This is a very long article, so I doubt I'm about to pull this whole thing. This is actually only a few days ago. This is from the BBC. Lauren Turner, culture reporter on the byline. What the Nigella Lawson effect will mean for the Great British Bake Off. When Nigella Lawson was named as the new judge on the Great British Bake Off, the news was greeted with applause. Perhaps a sigh of relief and a general sense of, oh, of course. Yeah, I agree with that. Because who other than the queen of comfort food could step into the shoes of Dame Prue Leith, who is leaving the show in order to work less and play more? A self-described home cook. I love that about her. That's even doper too, because she is not a trained chef. She's a writer, and so I'm like, she fits the bill more. I feel like as a host in this situation because like she'll have more in common with the bakers in there. These are all amateur home cooks, y'all know.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's even doper. Self-described home cook Lawson has been on our screens for more than a quarter of a century, and her best-selling books have sold more than 12 million copies globally. With the Bake Off mantle and the announcement of a new Financial Times food column, it seems Lawson is having a moment. She perhaps represents a refreshing antidote to the kind of cooks whose recipes involve complicated ingredients you have to hunt for in a deli. Instead, expect to find Marmite, fish fingers, or frozen peas. God, I hope not. Well, fish fingers are fine. I don't want your mushy peas. And I gotta try Marmite and Vegemite before I can decide if I should really not like them. Everybody says
try them.
butter and a thin layer, and so I gotta try it. Now, I'll do it one day, and then I'll hate it or love it. Lawson goes for minimum effort, maximum comfort. The milk is always full fat, and the butter plentiful. I feel like they talking about her, and I ain't hate it. TV critic Scott Bryan says Lawson is incredibly qualified for the Bake Off role, especially as a former judge on Australian MasterChef in a short-lived Channel 4 show called The Taste. Bryan says the TV personality makes the viewers feel as if they're around her house for dinner. You don't get a sense of there are cameras, he continues. She doesn't take herself too seriously, and there's no denying the fact that innuendo possibilities are in this. Nigella's known to crack a little horny-ass joke every now and again, y'all. And again, that's she's gonna be just fine. I'm telling you right now, she's gonna actually crush it, and I'm kind of excited about it. TV's moved on. It was through food writing Lawson became well known. After working in publishing, she moved into journalism with her first job in food as a restaurant critic. Her first cookery book, Cookery, How to Eat, was published in 1998 with Nigella Bites airing on Channel 4 the following year. Hundreds of shows in the UK, Australia, and the US have followed. I'm gonna stop you right there because there's plenty more to be had. There's a long, like I said, it's a pretty long article. They be writing at the BBC. And
yeah, I mean, like I knew her name. I had heard of her. I knew who she was, but I've never like seen her.
Yeah.
And, like when I Googled her, I was like, well, damn.
I used to watch her, like I said, on Food Network, and she's just it's a good time, just to chill vibes and so forth. And like I said, it was a different kind of Food Network back in the day.
Yeah,
which I kind of miss. I like Guy Fieri as much as the next man, but it's too much Guy Fieri on the damn Food Network at this point.
I think he's MAGA. Ever since I heard that, I haven't been able to watch diners, drive-ins, and dives.
It stinks.
Yeah,
but she's lovely. She's gonna be great. I wonder if she's gonna do the American one as well. We'll find out.
Yeah,
and so that'll be a good time to do so. And I wonder if they're gonna put her into like have her hit because that American one comes out before. So
unless American one was Prue's last season. Oh, am I bothering you? Okay.
Yeah.
Why would she come over here? This is like having a child, a human child. There's like a box of blankets to my right. It's in the cuts. It's in the corner, like behind the couch and in between my desk. She lost one of her toys in it. So like every day she goes over there to look for one of her toys. But then because the blanket is super comfy, she falls asleep. And so because I'm over here talking, she keeps making noise and side-eyeing me like I'm trying to sleep. Right.
Hold on. Nick shot me a more recent photo of the lovely Nigella Lawson. She's fine, y'all. I'm sorry.
Still. Yeah.
Little, she's a babe. Little Londoner chick. Her parents are Jewish, but she was not raised in I don't want to call it the church. She was not raised with religion. She is an atheist, and that's fine. And so
I'm excited. I look forward to it.
Yeah, same. It's like I get down with it. I'm like, that's a solid choice that they made there. And when it first started going around, I was like, ooh, I hope that pays off. And it did. And there you go. She is the lady who runs this operation. But there you go, people. I'm like I said, I'm very, very, very not sad. I am not sad at all. That woman is 86 years old and came to terms to her own terms. It's not, and that's nice. You know what I'm saying? Like she said,
yeah.
rather leave than get pushed, because I'd hate for her to have like, oh my God, Dame Prue died in production or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying production mattered like that, but you feel me.
Mm-hmm.
To leave of her own accord is lovely, and I appreciate that.
While she's at the top of her game, while she's still enjoying herself, like it's sad for us, but like after Mary left, they put us in good hands. I trust the show is putting us in good. It's a new era.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some stuff going on that show that Frank has been writing us a bunch. So there's multiple Frank emails we'll get to when we get down to the end of the thing. But they are excited to have a viewers' choice week that they have coming in this coming season of Bake Off, which I'm like, we'll see how that plays out. Because I'm thinking, is it really viewers' choice, or is it like I'm gonna give you 4.4 choices? Pick one of them.
Because the viewers, like from hearing you talk about Reddit, they don't seem to like the show.
Yeah, but I feel like that is Redditors.
Yeah,
Joe Blow regular. Hey, if you didn't know, I was saying, if you have, I will tell you about it now, because I'm gonna forget if I don't tell you about it now. If you have Reddit and are a fan of Reddit, I made my own subreddit the other day. It was just on my head, so I made a subreddit. It's called "What You Spinning." Literally, I just want people to put pictures of videos of what's on their turntable.
Nice.
In there. That's it. You don't got to do nothing more. You can now, if you're so inclined, you can write and say, hey, I bought this record because my turntable is dope because. Great. That's fine. But the main thing is, what are you playing on your turntable right now? Right there. Is Sex Plus Food by Unknown Mortal Orchestra. There's a New Zealand little psychedelic rock group. It's a really good album. I've had that for a while there, and I pulled that out just to take a picture of it and put it on the Reddit. So if you're on Reddit and want to get down to what you plan, it'll be in the show notes. Worry not. So it's in there. But I did that. Out of the blue, I was just like, I'm about to make me a subreddit.
Nice,
because no one else had that particular little neat niche covered, which is what are people playing right now on their turntable. I went and looked and dug through Reddit before I made this, and I was like, oh, cool. So. Check it out. Nick's daughter is wilding.
Just like in the cuts.
As long as she ain't in the kitchen, we straight.
Yeah, she can't go. She goes in there, but she knows she ain't supposed to like get vertical in there.
Keep your height low, my God.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Let's get to the main of the situation. We're gonna talk about what we baking and how we baking and stuff like this. Our celebrity bakers for this episode are two-time Super Bowl champ, current Washington Commander, but looks like he's about to hit free agent Von Miller. Three-time Super Bowl champ with the Pats, Julian Edelman, Antonio Gates, who started off as a college hooper, was basically told he probably couldn't make it in the NBA, set up a workout for NFL scouts, and ended up having a 16-year career with the San Diego/LA Chargers. Did not play college football.
That's crazy.
It's basically unheard of. So that's actually kind of bonkers. Last and far from least is sports journalist and ESPN NFL analyst Mina Kimes. Love Mina Kimes. Trust me, for a little bit, I was like, is there a way I can get Mina Kimes on this show? Much more challenging than you would think. And no, I did not. As you can tell, I didn't wind up getting Mina for the show.
Charmaine loves Mina Kimes. She's always like, Mina, why don't you love her? Why don't you love her? It's not that I don't love her. I am not a fan of sports media. I'm a very casual sports fan. I do not listen to sports podcasts. I do not watch ESPN analysts. Period. It's not like I have a favorite woman that isn't Mina Kimes. I just don't.
The only thing I figured you might get down with her with is she does
Yeah, I know, but because I don't really know her, there's no pull for me. Like, I think it's probably super cool for fans of Mina Kimes to hear her talk about 90 Day Fiance and all that, but like I don't really know her, so she's to me just a person doing a 90-day podcast, and I don't listen to 90-day podcasts or Bachelor podcasts or any of that.
She got my man Ron Funches on to talk about his time on Traders, and I was like,
Traders.
I'll bang with you, Mina Kimes. You all right by me. Plus, I do actually watch her discuss football. So,
I'm sure that if I did, I would be way into her reality show stuff.
Yeah. It's medicine time for Nick. You always know that alarm when you hear it. Which then always reminds me I got to make sure I take my medicine before I go to bed. So it all works out to the best of us, y'all.
I'm about to get some blood work done. I'm down almost 10 pounds, hoping to lose 10 more. Hopefully we can get off this medicine.
Let's go. It is yours. Tell me about the signature challenge, Miss Nick.
You know what? I didn't even take no notes. I was just watching it. But I think I remember that the signature challenge was eclairs.
Yep, 6 of them.
6 eclairs. And they had to be stuffed or covered. Yeah?
Both.
Off the dome. Stuffed and covered. I was just watching like a fan.
It's okay. Here, I'm going to push go right here. Write down about that. I wrote down that I think choux pastry is a bit much. Not much. It's actually a very good challenge. But for some amateur bakers, I feel it's a very challenging thing to have some amateur bakers try to tackle. And tackle was not. That was not a play on words I meant it to be. But I guess we're talking foosball. I guess it was. And so it's kind of like impressed by the output. And I guess the very ideal. I was like, okay.
I knew Mina was going to smoke them. Before it even started, I was like, oh, she's going to win. Because I know she's a huge fan of reality TV. I know if she doesn't already bake, I knew she was coming prepared.
Yeah. She had said she had, when she found out she was going to be on the show, she started practicing baking. But beforehand, she said she was not much of a baker. But I'm like, I can't tell.
Her decoration was the best in the tent, pretty much the whole show. Like, I knew she did not come to play. And like Von Miller is like, I never baked before in my life.
I actually love that about her. Let's get into it. Let's delve into it. Antonio's up first. He's going for banana cream eclairs. They're going to be filled with a banana cream diplomat and topped with caramelized banana slices. A creme diplomat, as you may or may not know, is creme patisserie with creme chantilly, aka whipped cream, folded in for a lighter pastry cream. They try to. Sometimes they'll stabilize with a little the addition of gelatin, but they don't really need to have that. Mr. Julian Edelman is going for football eclairs, and I was just like, really? I was kind of disappointed that's what he went with. Like, I get it. There's a theme here, but try to avoid the theme if possible, because no one else bothered with that kind of stuff. So his are going to be filled with a vanilla creme pat topped with chocolate ganache and a royal icing laces for the football. Vaughn is up next. He's going for and when he came with his recipe, I was like, somebody came here to play. Mm-hmm. And it's my man, Von Miller. Mm-hmm. Strawberry and mascarpone cream eclairs filled with mascarpone whipped cream and macerated strawberries and topped with sprinkles, because my man said he loves sprinkles. Miss Mina is coming through with matcha eclairs, matcha creme pat filling, topped with a piped matcha cream with these white chocolate pearls on the top of it. Here's where Casey made the first joke that had me like. She walked by my man, Julian Edelman, was like, yeah, I know you friends with Tom Brady, and I heard he recently single.
Right? She was like, hook me up. Could
I become his slot receiver? And I was
listen.
I was clutching my pearls, y'all.
Yeah.
Plus she married.
Well.
But you know what? Her husband might be down. So who am I ever? Maybe like, you can fuck Tom Brady, baby. Go ahead. I don't even get that. I don't even
that could be her hall pass.
Ew. You know what? They both are TV hosts at this point. They got something in common.
Right.
Tom Brady does NFL hosting now on one of them networks. So
he don't do it for me, but that's not my coochie. Don't matter.
Let's all remember that. If it ain't your coochie, it don't matter.
It don't matter.
Oh my gosh, let's judge their output. Vaughn's up first. They look like a party. They feel crisp on the outside. They're huge. I need y'all to think more Dunkin' than a pastry shop, all right? But consistent. The cream is a bit soft, but that's because it's hot. Prue was like, it's just hot outside. It's cool. But it tastes delicious, and the quality of the choux buns nets Vaughn the first handshake of the episode. They look great, y'all. You came through and really chefed up some. I cannot make choux pastry, and the fact he came through, whipped up some choux pastry and piped out, and then and he wisely, unlike people who are trying to, fill it from the bottom, I'm just gonna hot dog bun it, fill them up, and I'm like, that's the move. That's the move.
And they tasted good, apparently.
Yeah. So what you got better than that there?
Right.
Julian is up next. Good rise, messy decoration. The fully inflated joke was certainly not for Dame Prue, but I got it. And if you got it, you know what it is.
Yes.
Word to inflate gate. I chuckle, like I said. Choux is exceptional.
Speaking of Tom Brady.
There you go. I know in that regard, he truly had nothing to do with it. That was the ball boys and all them cats who's like trying to hook that up. That's a strange whole circumstance. The shoe is exceptional. Great size and color. The ganache wasn't smooth, but otherwise a tasty eclair. Antonio, if y'all would have saw Antonio trying to pipe this batter.
Oh, buddy.
The fact they came out as decent as they did, I'm like, well, that's just the recipe for shoe batter then. I mean, this doing the heavy lifting here.
It just looked a little too thick.
I thought it was a little too thin. It looked a little runny.
Oh, no, his ganache, not the actual, what you call it?
The batter.
Yeah.
Overbake. The bananas have gone brown, and that's why you don't want to put just raw banana on top of stuff. Paul said you put them inside of things, but also he wanted to caramelize those bananas, and he never got a chance to. But the filling, per se, as they were not filled, was delicious. Also, apparently not bad for a first try at shoe buns, which I just told y'all. That's why I'm like, that's kind of a challenge to give some rookies, some amateurs. But they are certainly overbaked and certainly irregular. So they all kind of had their own shape and size and lean to them, so forth and so on. So that's Antonio for you this whole episode, y'all.
Yeah, poor thing.
Until though, God, I can't wait to talk about it. Yeah. Mina, very neat. Piping looks good. Very
Super
skinny.
cute.
Good crisp pastry, crisp on the outside, soft in the middle, netting our second handshake of the episode. Pretty flawless.
Yeah.
And it's matcha, y'all. Y'all know how Paul and Prue get about matcha.
And they didn't even comment on it, like in a negative way at all.
I feel like one, they probably have found what taste they like of it, and I feel like people have also got it kind of dialed in. So
yeah,
that was for real. That was it, y'all. That was because only 4 bakers. So like I said, we're gonna run through this one real quick. Do you remember your technical challenge?
For the life of me, I know that it involved a rough pastry, but I do not remember what it was.
Your techno challenge is a football-shaped pull-apart pastry.
Oh, yes.
Made with what Nick you just said is a laminated rough puff pastry. And
fondant laces.
Yes. Given 2 hours to complete.
This is how rusty we are. I was like, oh, just watch. I'll remember. Short show.
It's just enough to be like, And so for the first time in a very long time, I actually sat and wrote notes as opposed to just sitting here typing. And it has helped a good deal, y'all. Because it's basically committed to memory.
Right.
Because I kind of scrawled it down. It is technical. They're given a recipe. They're told to do it. And they did it.
This thing was massive. Huge. Like it was like a whole 12, 14 people could have pulled a piece off of this, and there still would have been some left over. It reminded me of like baklava.
When they showed the version, that Paul and Prue were testing, and I was like, once again, I was just like, y'all got high expectations, and I think that's of course the game though, right? You want to see who gonna make a mess and who gonna come close to it, and then you can laugh about it and have a good time. That is kind of the joke. But it's a lot to ask for. You ask people to make a rough puff pastry and you know what that means. That means they got to kind of not handle it so much because your butter will melt out. You got to make sure you put it in the freezer. You got to make sure you fold it and getting all your folds in and so on.
Butter in every layer.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It's a lot to ask of people who don't bake with any regularity. And I'm kind of impressed with the output.
And I also at this point, I have a question for one of our homies that has been on the show. Who bakes the sample that we see Paul and Prue eating?
Good question. I will shoot that to Adela.
Well, sometimes Miss Kim gives us a listen to.
I literally just talked to Kim like 2 days ago. We were actually, I think just yesterday, we were just going over this life and stuff in the messages. So yes, I can holler her too. Either way, we got connections. We'll find out.
Yeah.
So judging, Julian's up first there. Could have been trimmed to look more like a football. Pretty good lamination. You can hear the flake as they break off little pieces of it because it has these little braids to the side of it. So imagine a football and it's got
slits, like
little plaits, braids of cinnamon filled whatever in the bread, and so that's how you break off your little pieces from the main thing. And as they break off pieces, you can hear a little crisp to it because it's a well baked pastry. It's nice and flaky, and they're very impressed. Beans up next, they say it looks more like a football, so it's the right shape, and the fondant is nice, but the twist could have been bigger.
Yeah, overall, small. It's a bit small, flat.
Yeah, it doesn't have enough pastry. It needed a neater turn. Meaning, the way if you watch Mina do her butter folds, they were. And she's not the first person I've seen do it. They tell you to fold it like an envelope. And I feel like she folded like a business envelope as opposed to the envelope you just mail a letter to your grandma in. And that fold makes all the difference. And so it's funny how that can change the game, but it did. So she folded it lengthwise as opposed to, not lengthwise. The opposite of lengthwise, height-wise, I don't know. So it was just kind of like, okay, I see what's happening here. And of course, in the end, her butter runs out.
Widthwise.
Okay. Yeah. Her butter runs out all over the place. They basically are like, this has been overworked, which means the butter is basically melted. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to overwork it because you want it to be cold butter, and therefore that's how you get your puffs in the oven. Okay. So it's dry, but it's neat and the flavor's right. So there you go. Antonio. This is what I'll miss from one Dame Prue. Looks like a dead fish.
It looked like
it did.
Flat fish.
Like a cartoon dead fish. Truly it did.
Like, what do you call it? A crappie? Is that the one?
I'm saying that's hilarious. That's a very specific fish.
I'm playing a game that the game within the game has a fishing game. So you're like barramundi, dogfish, crappie.
Nice. The fish game is real, people. Not much flake, and it's dried out. It's tough and bone dry.
That's it.
Far too much fondant, which would not be pleasant to eat. If y'all would have saw this, I have no idea. This man played football. He has to know what
shape it is,
what the laces look like. But he definitely built a ladder of fondant.
Yeah,
and I'm like, that is not what that looks like, man. Yeah. But he's been retired for a long time, though he still works for the Chargers. So I gotta say, it's gotta be footballs around there, right?
I think it was just while manipulating the dough, it just got away from him.
We'll allow for that. Vaughn, nice shape, more lamination, nice and flaky, slightly overbaked. That's because it's so thin, so it's a bit dry. The flavor's good, and I like the way the laces have been done. Really lovely, well flavored, flaky pastry.
It was neat. Good, great job.
Von Miller, who is also a chicken farmer, and like I said, currently a free about to be a free agent if the Commanders release him, which seems like is about to happen. 36 years old, so what I'm saying, he might have a couple more years in him out there on the pitch. But if not, no joke, that man might want to take up baking.
Yeah. He got a knack for it.
Yeah, I'm not saying necessarily that he needs to be a baker per se, but he might be able to, do a TV show or something. He just had he had the panache for it. Everything about him was like, all right, you could do this, man. So I kind of dig that. Let's rank him from the bottom. Antonio doesn't look much like a football. It's a little rough and ready, but hey, it tastes good. Mina, quite nice. The shape is great. A little too thin, which dried it out. Vaughn, beautifully flaky, really tasty, slightly too much icing, but well done. Julian, pretty decent puff pastry. Great flavor. Cinnamon flavor is good. The shape is odd, but overall the bake and flake are on point. But you can't go wrong with that. That's solid, a bit of a baking. Julian Edelman, also a pretty decent bake. They can do a show together. Apparently they got history from years of playing football together. Let them two hop on a YouTube or whatever,
something,
and just get the baking together. Deal with it. I'm with it. I always hope more comes from this show because I like this show a lot.
Right,
bro. That's what's up. But that was your technical. Like I said, decent. Again, all around this episode, I'm not unhappy with it. I'm not overly excited about it. It's a good episode. And I'm always happy to see people bake.
And you think, like, are they grading on the curve because these aren't professional bakers? Sure. Like, I don't know that Paul would have given those handshakes or whatever, but even Paul and Prue were like, no, this is like some of the best whatever I've ever tasted. Like, this is genuinely, like, really good.
Yeah. And I dig. It's like, that means it's just like, that's crazy that something can just come be like out of sight like that, you know? So. Yeah, that is what that kind of look. Nick sent me a picture of a crappie, y'all, which is a fish that hangs out in Lake Erie. And so we have many a fish out this way on that lake, including one that's it's called a sheep's head, but everybody just colloquially calls it a shithead. It's an ugly fish. It's a very ugly fish.
No.
Nobody trying to eat on that either. Walleye is the fish that people be banging with out here in these parts. That's the fish of the people. Like every fish fry that is about to start up very soon here will probably have some kind of walleye on deck. Yeah. Just teach you the fish game. You know what I'm saying? Plus, at some point, Nick gonna just hold down Northeast Ohio as the getaway, so it's gonna be cool.
Yeah, I just gotta I mean, like, BWI is a further airport away, but it makes for a shorter flight. Fair
enough. You're a showstopper. You pulled that. Yeah,
so this one was a 3D large cookie recreation of a sports card, like a baseball card or a basketball card. I don't remember the requirements, but that's what it was.
Basically, they basically want to use a couple of different cookie techniques, I guess, if you will, and they gave them 3.5 hours to do it. And there you go. Here, you do this. I lost Nick, but I got her back.
I had to refresh. I had a little delay.
It's all good. It dawns on me that I erased the outro from the main part of this thing, which is, of course, Stays Crunchy and Milk, because I changed the outro. I did some tweaks to it. That's it. And it might be missing when we end this show. So if it's not here when we end the show, don't worry, it'll be in the regular show. But it might be missing as we close this bad boy out. It's all good. I'll just play the one I play for commercials, and then we'll go out on that bad boy. If it don't work, I got another one. I'll just go to. Worry not. Big old cookie trading card. I like this.
I feel like just the general size and scope of it.
Yeah.
Good job.
I think, just smartly played out. Almost always, they basically, in all the celebrity ones, it's almost always make a gingerbread house of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
For once, this was not that, and I liked it because of that.
Mm-hmm.
This is like, okay, just basically hook me up with a couple of sets of cookies and decorate the hell out of them. Boom. And I'm like, yeah, there you go. Vaughn's trying his hand at making Kobe Bryant's rookie card. It's going to be made with snickerdoodles for your fine details, with the base, a brown butter chocolate chip cookie base, and decorate the whole thing with royal icing.
Delicious.
Mina Kimes is going for a King Griffey Jr. rookie All-Star card. Chocolate chip cookie base with peanut butter chocolate cookies for the finer details, all again decorated with royal icing. And Tony's going for Michael Jordan. He is going to make this with a macadamia nut cookie base with speculoos cookies for the details. That is so dope to me. Speculoos, I know we all gets down with some Biscoff, but I feel like not everybody know about Biscoff.
Yeah.
So I think that's like a dope cookie to pull out your pocket. Like, hold on, I got something for you. He said he made cookies with his daughter, so I'm like, I like that. You know what I'm saying? He kind of, the cookie game is right there for my man. Julian's going for Joe Montana, one of the NFL greats, one of my OG favorite players. If you was watching football in the late 80s, 90s. Yeah, Joe Montana was the quarterback. Played at Notre Dame, his college ball.
He played at San Francisco. He used to come into the Nordstrom where I worked quite frequently. He was very nice.
Very cool. Give it up to Big Joe. This is going to be a gingerbread base with sugar cookie for your finer details. And again, I'm appreciative of everybody's ideals are very sound. We knew what Mina was going to do because Mina is very good artistically. And so that all kind of was exactly what you got. So Antonio, it's so fun watching him try to cook. It's funny watching him cook because I'm like, he's like, oh my God, it's sticking. Well, it's sticking because you didn't flour your dang roller again, man. Right. But you don't know no better because your mama didn't make you bake like my mama made me bake.
My mom didn't make me bake either, probably because she didn't bake.
Well, there you go. So your man's like, you got to flour your equipment to kind of keep stuff from sticking, but he ain't know that, and stuff was sticking, y'all. But he got it out there, and he got some stuff on the table. He got some stuff baked and on the table in time. So there, as they judge him though, he's up first in judging. They say doesn't look much like Jordan
or anyone,
but it does look tasty.
Yes,
the speculoos biscuits are nice with a good spice to them. But the macadamia biscuit is absolutely stunning. With Prue later on in the show proclaiming it's one of the best biscuits she's had in her life.
Crazy.
That's how good. Like I said, that's why I'm like, put some respect on these bakers right here. When you can impress a woman of that caliber, and like I said, Paul too was impressed. But Prue was like, I got the recipe already. They gave me the recipe already. Whatever's going on with that cookie had her hooked, and I was like, big up. Right. Mina's up next. Impressive decoration. Y'all have got to see how. No, I should have got a screenshot. Y'all got to see this day. It was
very impressive. Very impressive.
The fact she pulled that off with piping.
Yeah.
As opposed to they make little frosting pins or whatever, but like that. No, she gently piped out basically King Griffey's visage on this cookie, and I was just like, dang, girl, you're crazy with it. And I absolutely love that. And it just looked great. The impressive decorating, piping exquisite. The chocolate chip cookie has a good flavor to it, but a bit on the soft side, and actually kind of lacks in the chocolate flavor unless you get a big chip. The way she did it, she was individually placing the chips in the cookie.
Yeah.
There are some big chips, but of course there are gaps where you're gonna miss some. I'm like, I know she did it probably with a decorative mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's just cookies. Throw the chips in there, swing and stir your batter
and go.
Yeah. The chocolate and peanut butter cookies, on the other hand, had a very good snap to them and were a delicious cookie. So solid overall. Vaughn, difficult to see that it's Kobe, but the cookie looks good and it's an amazing proper chocolate chip cookie. Paul bit that cookie. I don't know. Like I said, when they really like something and you can see like, oh, okay, you did something here. Like, okay. It's a chocolate chip cookie meets a chocolate brownie. It's why I would tell you all, do not sleep on brown butter for y'all chocolate chip cookies, okay? Change your life. Just take your time. Brown that butter up. You should be doing that. The snickerdoodle is also a good biscuit. Crisp right through and well-baked and well done. What can you say about better than that there? Julian, they love the design. The kit looks good. The cookie is light as a feather. Though it's a little more shortbread than sugar cookie, it just melts in your mouth. The gingerbread card, which is basically the background of this, is great. And he basically did 2 great cookies, and they all look good. I love it. well done across the board for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Even though Antonio's didn't look the best, he ended up making probably one of the finest tasting cookies ever. So I would think that'll get you over the hump. And it seems to, too. It really did seem to like lift your spirits like, okay, if nothing else, I can bake.
I made a good cookie.
He may not be able to decorate, but that's exactly what it is. Bake the cookie, have your kid decorate it.
Exactly. It's not a competition at home as long as it tastes good.
Hell yeah. So that is it. Your star baker is, of course, Von Miller.
Von Miller.
He was very good throughout. He earned that star baker, and I'm like I said, I'm not whatever about it because come on, it's just like
had Mina done better in the technical, maybe we would be having a different discussion. But
yeah, that's true. She really did kind of carry it up in the signature and the technical counted when it counted. Holy smokes! And it counted this side.
Yeah.
Although, like I said, this cookie was well decorated.
Yes,
wasn't fire as far as flavor goes. And of course, Paul, same with things. I think it's more style than substance.
Yeah.
So he did say that, and that is what it is. But yeah, Von Miller held it down, and that's dope. Respect due to him. Chicken farmer, Von Miller.
Right.
But that's in general whatever. So I got some feedback. So my man Frank been writing us for a stretch here. So we're gonna go through all of Frank's emails. That way we have done. We are done them, and we're caught up. And then by the time we come back to do a American Baking Show in around April is when that drops, Frank will be all ready for us.
Right. I love you, Frank. It's Mardi Gras, and I have to fast in the morning, so I have to stop eating at 10 o'clock. So hopefully there aren't that many.
It's a few, but all of them are short.
Oh, Frank has a great spirit of brevity. He'd be like, "This is what happened." Boom. I love that about him too.
Subject: GBO holiday specials. Hey y'all, I was a little late checking the lineup. The Christmas special has the cast from the TV series Peep Show, which includes Olivia Colman. The New Year's special will have the contestants working teams and will include Andy and Nelly. Worth checking out via the Atypical feed. I did watch the Christmas special, and it was a delight. I did not,
but I will.
I started the New Year's one, and I think I got to the technical, and there's just that day I was just like not in a place. So worry not. Then New Year's Bake Off, because you wrote about that one. Please tell me you watched this. It was crazy, but it was wonderful to see Nelly and Andy having so much fun and infecting the others. Truly, it was. Have to say the technical was one of the meanest I ever seen. Oh, cool. See, I told you I ain't even watched technical, so now I need to watch it. Baking by tag team relay in 15-minute increments is crazy. Whoa. That is crazy. I'm more excited to watch it.
Whoa.
But the big surprise was at the end credits, they'll be doing an audience choice for one of the challenges next season, which I told you about already. So dope. Did you see the big GBO news? And all he wrote was, wow, and gave us a link to the story about Prue leading, which, we discussed. Great American Bake Off football special. Boom. Here we are. See how quickly y'all get caught up because my man Frank be knowing. Hey, y'all. Figured I would shoot this to you since you are thinking about reviewing this episode. I hope you are since it looks like Prue's final appearance with the franchise. See, you said the same thing. And I hadn't even read this email. I need y'all to know I just grabbed them and copy and paste them. I have not read Frank's emails. I just put them in the show in the run of the show. It was a solid episode, and I was impressed by how good 3 of the 4 celebs were at performing. Poor Antonio. All in all, nice final look at Dame Prue. Actually, you should cover all the American holiday specials while you're at it. I will say I'm against Nigella Lawson being Prue's replacement. What? How dare you, Frank? I don't think she'll be the right fit. I still think Lady Caroline will be a better choice. I don't know who she is.
I don't know who that is either.
Lady Caroline. I need to copy that and paste that so I can see who that is. Would be a better choice based on her appearance as Prue's stand-in on the Stand Up to Cancer episodes. She would serve as a nice foil to the others and balance things with a low-key but sharp wit. If she's not available, I would be fine with Cherish, who's been the judge for Bake Off the Professionals. She has a big personality, but she's warm and she knows how to articulate herself on a technical level. Anyway, I'll see you all for the next season of the American Baking Show. Frank. And there you go, Nick. All done.
Thank you, Frank.
I need to see who Lady Caroline is right quick. I'm going to just put that in and see what Google gives me.
And he has someone else, Cherish.
Cherish, yeah. Got to tell you, Lady Caroline brings me up a bunch of boats. and some paintings of women. No, I could probably just put Bake Off, and I probably should. Bake Off. Again, I don't know this woman. I can't speak to her. Who was Caroline Waldgrave, celebrity Bake Off judge replacing Prue Leith? She was not, as it turns out. There's a new face in the tent.
I've never seen this woman before in my life.
No, not at all. Don't know why she's a lady.
She's older.
She's the managing director of Leith's School of Food and Wine, and was a principal of the cooking school from 1975 to 2002. So she out here. She out in the cook game.
I feel like Frank likes the older, more grounded lady dynamic with Paul.
I mean, I have no idea how old this woman is, but I feel like she
73, 72, 73.
Okay. She's only a few years older than Nigella. Although you think it'd be a wider space between them. We're going to stop that right now because it'll be wide.
Oh, there's like a photo of her here with Prue. They're friends, apparently.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. She apparently worked for Prue, so.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. Sorry, Lady Caroline. Not for you, Jeff. You can do the celebrity versions, and that's just what it is. But thanks as always, Frank, for the support and writing in. Always good to hear from you and know that you are seemingly doing well. I assume if you're writing to me, you're doing good enough to be good enough. So it's all to the good. If you are a listener of Skim, Ant was at the house with Box at my house the other day. We did a whole episode with the crew. So it's very nice to do that. It's always good to have Ant back when he can't get on. He was going to try to get on tonight, just was not feeling up to it. So no worries. We'll see what we can do schedule-wise and so forth coming when American Baking Show starts back up here in the spring. Otherwise, you ain't going to – and look, if something go down in the realm of baking that requires us – if the call comes –
we'll be here.
We'll be here. But otherwise, see you around April. You know what I'm saying?
Crew drop a diss track, we'll jump on.
Oh my God. You're so dumb.
I don't have anything to promote myself, but my really good friend Jason VC is on Best Medicine on Fox. It is my new favorite show, not just because my friend is on it, but like if you're old enough to remember, it has like a Northern Exposure vibe. But it is Josh Charles. I think he's also the executive producer. Annie Potts is on it.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically this character, his aunt lives in this small town called Port Wynne in, I think it's either Maine or Vermont. Sorry if you live up there. I don't know. And he comes from the city to come work as the doctor in this small town because the doctor has retired, but he's like super neurotic and afraid of blood. And everyone in the town is batshit crazy. It's such a fun little show. So it's like every week the setup is there's some mysterious medical condition going on with somebody, and he figures it out.
Oh, cool. Half hour. Okay, there you go. Nice little
Best Medicine Tuesdays at 8.
That's what's up
on Fox.
We outside, people. We do it as it is. Like I say, our missing man is the 216 on table 216. That is, of course, Nick Jew.
Yay.
And the Inner 0713 will do it again next time. Bake with us as you will. Peace. This is what happens when I push in the stream. It's going to be a surprise for both of us.
Nothing.
Nothing. There you go. I'm just going to click. Now I'm just going to click in the stream.
What happened to your ass? It used to be beautiful.
Stays crunchy and milk.